Next song we're talking about Radical Remission. Okay, this song was cool as acted as a cool experiment for Philip and I, because it has this duo sound going for this clear royal blood inspiration, right? I think this is I would say it's the most obvious inspiration you can think of when having a listen to that. That's the sound we try to use as a north star, so to speak. This song is about parting ways with someone you're in a close relationship with, but clearly they are sucking your energy. They're not bringing you anything good. It's just you giving, but not getting anything positive back. That, especially with how the lyrics are starting the song when I'm singing, "You came out of nowhere, walked the door uninvited." And now I try to get rid of the feeling of anger when I think about it, right? Thinking of someone that came into your life uninvited and you thought it would be nice, but it's actually not. The inspiration, however, as much as in the first EP and up until that time when I wrote this song, which came not so long after we released Year Zero, I liked the idea of having double meaning in the music. So this song is a clear highlight of that. Highlight, maybe it's not the right word. Clear showcase of that tendency, which is, in essence, when you go through the lyrics, you can think you could apply this to any relationship, right? You could think this is like I don't know, two romantic partners breaking up or venting off about a romantic relationship that didn't go well. But the inspiration to write this song was actually my problems with chronic illness, chronic health issues. I've had for more than a decade now problems with acid reflux problems, and that was affecting me, has been affecting me psychologically for a long time, especially because it's a never-ending cycle of stress and anxiety, and how much that is bad for my body, but then my body is in obviously influencing my mental state and so on. And at that point, that was maybe 2021, I was suffering a lot from it. So there was a lot of stress going on in my life, and I just wrote this song trying to think of if this thing that I have in me that I cannot find a solution to, right? I've been looking for many ways to solve this. I think there are many health issues around there that medicine doesn't have a straightforward answer to fix it, right? So I've seen doctors that are telling you just take this medicine or this other medicine, or just try to take out this organ from your body and see if it solves, like a lot of crazy stuff going on. And I was just at that point in time, I was just like, I really want to get rid of this. I would really want to solve it. I wish things would be different. So it was me trying to like exorcise this thing from within me, and me looking within and saying, that you're not good for me anymore. I should move on. It was like a self therapy, really good to me. The exercise of writing the song was, the lyrics especially, was really good for that matter. And as I said, in terms of the musical inspiration, there was a lot of Royal Bloods there. Philip and I had the band, when I started the band, the intention was to be a trio, to have three people in the band, the trio sound as well. When we struggled a lot to find the right person to join playing the bass, and at that point we had kind of quit that idea and just focused on being a duo. And I brought the riff, this riff, which is very kind of heavy blues. I would also name, at that time, if I'm not mistaken, I was listening to a lot of Rival Sons, which is a very good band, and this kind of pentatonic bluesy riff. And it was just me and Philip jamming in the room. I brought him this idea, and then experimented with the bass, and Philip was suggesting, why don't we just try to record the song as a duo sound and go for this Royal Blood inspiration, like this kind of massive bass mixing with the guitars, but just very heavy bottom end sound. And we said, let's try it. And it was cool because the production went through. We started with this first version in the demo, and we were playing some gigs in Germany, traveling around and playing our first little tour in 2021 or 22. I don't remember now the exact year. It's all very foggy. I'm sure you might have the same problem, but we didn't record the song at the time, and we were still working on it, and we added it in the set list just to see how it would go, right? It was fun. Like in some places we played, people reacted very well to it, so we said, let's go for it, let's try it. And the other interesting thing was that so there's no guitars in the song at all, and the drum recording, the drum tracking, Philip wanted to try what Queens of the Stone Age did in the Songs for the Deaf album. I think they did in other albums as well. Trying to summarize, not to go too nerdy, to very quickly about it. So the way Dave Grohl recorded the drums in that album is that they split the cymbals from the drum shells. So it would be one take only the cymbals and one take only the shells. Actually, the other way around. And Philip went for that as well. And that proved to be quite difficult, right? It's in terms of engineering that, it's a bit more of a pain in the ass, I would say. Involves a bit more stress. And I think in the end result, my understanding of why they did it with the Queen's album and what we wanted to try is that with that you could have more control of those two aspects of the drum sound, right? Because usually when you have the more traditional tracking with all the like 6 to 8 microphones and on top of the drums, we have a lot of bleed from the cymbals on the kit, so it gets a bit depending on the sound you're getting. And the problem is that in our rehearsal room it was not very good for the sound reflections there, not ideal to track drums there. So that way when mixing you would have more options to make the cymbals and the drum kit sound a bit more punchy. So that was the idea. But I personally would say, if I'm engineering that, I didn't perform the drums of course, but I wouldn't go for that very in the near future. I think it's a lot of work, and the returns were not that impressive in my personal opinion. But it sounds amazing, I think. What the song means to me, I think it's experimentation. We wanted to experiment with this dual sound. I think it was fun. We were not afraid to try a different direction. For a moment I thought maybe the band is just going to be a duo and go for this approach now of being a duo. It was a fun try. I ultimately settled. I think the duo sound has a lot of potential, but for Komodo Fox I really envisioned something more with more people also, not only two, more people involved in the band. I think also for live performances, I do, especially because I'm playing the guitar and singing, and I don't move as much. And Philip in the drums was also, in the drums you're sitting there, so I think it's very good to have more people in the band moving around and providing more of this energy. I find that important. When Glauco joined us, I definitely felt more of that, more of that feedback on the live situation. Also for band dynamics, I think it's bands are so much like this band to me, it's like another very serious relationship, right? Like you have with your partner, and being it in two, it seems too much like this family situation where you have this your partner, you and the other one. And I think with more people, with the more team feeling, I think it's a better overall. I personally feel better about it, more energized, and more opinions going there, more people pushing the band forward. Yeah, that was Radical Remission. I hope you enjoy it. I think the music video for Radical Remission, for Dystopia, I think those are the two ones. Yeah, we did in one batch. It was a lot of work, but we did it on our own. I'm gonna tell a bit more about that on the Dystopia episode. Thanks for watching. Cheers.